Hello everyone, I'm here today to do a video discussing a little bit the prize season, because the prize season has started. If you haven't noticed, I've made a couple of reactions to the International Booker and the Women's Prize for Fiction. There is also the Prize for Consciousness, or the Republic of Consciousness Prize, the Dilastoman, the Dublin Literary Award, the Jalak Prize. All of these things have either longlist or shortlist announced in March, so it's full on prize season. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that because, well, first of all, I said I was not going to follow any of the prizes, but of course I got overexcited. We could all have imagined that. And now I want to read all of the books, even though I know I can't. But also I want to talk about it because I think often we have the idea that prizes are elitist, and of course they are. Like, that's the point of a prize, is to show that a book is better than other. So in that sense it is elitist. But I also think that it is about how people perceive and how people talk about prizes. I think that, for example, the Booker Prize, it's supposed to be like the highest literary award, but I think that's also how we interpret it. I personally like the Booker and the International Booker because I like literary fiction, and especially the International Booker I like more translated fiction, or like world fiction. And the Republic of Consciousness Prize also goes into that because it goes into smaller presses and has translated fiction, so I like that too. So for me, those higher awards that people consider higher awards are the ones I like. But I think there is no shame on like in, I don't know, the Costa Book Award or the Women's Prize for Fiction, which has a lot more of these commercial, more accessible titles. And I don't think that it's also on us to interpret that the Booker is higher than the Costa Book Award, for example. It is not necessarily higher, it's just whatever you like. And there are also prizes for genre fiction that are great. And I think I like prizes because I find out about books that I never would have found out otherwise, and I like the excitement around them and the community that it's built around them. Not because I think that I'm smarter because I read these books or anything. For me it's not an elitist thing, it's more of a fun thing to do. So yeah, I mean, it all depends on how you look at things, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. It's only elitist if you consider it elitist. And of course, I am also aware that certain prizes highlight certain groups of people, like the representation on, for example, the Booker Prize is not as great as could be. The fact that they had the first Black woman winner a couple of years ago and it was a shared award is not great. And again, like with the International Booker, it's a question also not only of what it gets into the list, but also what gets translated, and all of those books that never get translated and get forgotten. So I know there is a debate on that sense, and that's why I like to follow more than one award, because there are also awards that focus on representation, like the Jalak Prize focuses on people of color, or there are other prizes that focus on queer writers, or the Women's Prize for Fiction focuses on women writers. It's a bit of also a search for which prize you will enjoy to follow, if you want to follow a prize. With that said, I do like to follow prizes. So at the moment I have looked at the Women's Prize for Fiction, the prize of the Republic of Consciousness prize and the International Booker and the Booktube prize as my sort of focus, so things that I would like to read more of. I don't think I'm going to read all of the long list. Maybe I will read the short list of some of them, depending on what the short lists are. But yeah, I got really excited with the International Booker long list, to be honest. And I know there are a couple of tankers, and there's also a trilogy, or the third of a trilogy, so I don't think I'm going to get to everything. Also, there are a few books that I'm not really that interested in. But I am going to try to read the ones that I am interested in and review them. Same for the Women's Prize for Fiction. I have less interest on those books, but I will still try to read some of those. And also the prize, the Republic of Consciousness, and the Dublin Literary Award when the shortlist is announced, because that one has a humongous long list, so I'm not even trying to do that. But yeah, I am interested, and I will read some of those books and review them. I think I will do separate reviews. I think it's easier for people to find them if they are separate reviews than if they are like some kind of wrap-up. So I'll try to do that as much as possible. Let me know. Let me know if any of these prizes excite you, which one is your favorite, and if you're planning to read any books from any prizes, or what is your strategy when it comes to that, or you just don't care. Yeah, let me know. Until next video, bye!